Hello! Have you ever wondered how the rich and famous capture their game footage? Well, stay tuned. Okay, so where do I begin? Let's start back to the beginning of time. Well, scratch that, no. Let's start back to when I picked up my Xbox Series S. You see, the thing is, I wanted to share the ooey gooey goodness of my new Xbox Series S with the world. But I didn't have a capture card to share this footage with the world. So I searched high and I searched low. I searched deep and deep and deep. And then I remembered something a friend of mine said a few years back. He worked at a church that I used to go to, and he talked about this company called ElGato. Yeah, I know, crazy name, isn't it? So I searched up the company to see what they had to offer. Lo and behold, we have the ElGato HD60 S. Now, of course, you can pick this up on Amazon. Right now, it's on sale for $142-ish. It is the #1 bestseller here on Amazon. This thing has an input for your PS5, your PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, or basically any other video device that you can hook up an HDMI to. The output HDMI, lag-free pass-through, is up to 1080p 60 frames per second. The supported resolutions are 1080p 60, 1080p 30, 1080i, 720p 60, 720p 30, 576p, 576i, and 480p? Come on, do they really gotta go down that low? Once you get past 720, it's garbage. The dimensions of this beauty is 112 by 75 by 19 millimeters, or as we say in the United States, 4.4 by 3 by 0.75 inches. The weight in this bad boy is 106 grams. Ooh, that's a heavy one. Or 3.7 ounces. So that's the basic synopsis of this capture card. Now let's check out the box. All right, front of the box, got a picture of the device, of course. Branding, ElGato HD60 S. 1080p capture, USB 3.0, instant game view. We'll talk about that. In the box, you're gonna get the capture card, of course, USB 3.0 cable, and an HDMI cable. In the back here, we got this gamer, man. He's going to town with his ElGato HD60. We got instant game view, 1080p 60 frames per second, built-in editor, instant production, live commentary. Now this is their app that you can download for Windows or Mac. And then towards the bottom, it shows the capture card, each side of it, the analog audio, HDMI in, USB 3.0 Type-C port, and the HDMI port. But that's about it for the box. So let me quickly show you the cables that it comes with. All right, so here we have, it's just a basic HDMI cable. It's probably about 3 feet in length. It is just HDMI 2.0 cable. It's not the 2.1 cable because this thing can only pump out 1080p. So you're not going to need a 2.1 cable when this is plenty good for 1080p. And here we have the other cable, USB 3.0 on one side, USB-C on the other. It's a good length, probably about 6, maybe 7 feet in length, but definitely it's a thick cable. So yeah, seems like it's gonna last. All right, and here's gonna be the capture card itself. There is an LED underneath this. As you can see in the box, it's a white LED, and that just shows that it has power and it's connected at all. As we've shown earlier, we got the analog audio, we got our HDMI in. So this is where you'll use the HDMI cable that's from your device, and you'll plug it in right here, along with our USB Type-C port that gets plugged in to your PC. That's what carries all the video and audio files to your PC, to your OBS or whatever program that you're gonna be using to stream the games. And then on the other side, HDMI out. Pretty simple and self-explanatory. Okay, now I'd like to show you guys some of the footage that I've captured with this capture card. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Is someone making noise? Take him down.
What is this? Doesn't look good.
The Empire is devouring Kashyyyk for its natural resources. Wookiees have been enslaved or displaced.
Heads up. Scouts on the ridgeline. Do it all quiet-like.
Yeah, you're the expert in quiet.
I'm a goddamn onion, Mason. You should know that.
This way. Oh.
If you've not met him already, this is Imran Zakayev.
Thank you, Secretary Gorbachev. And thank you all for welcoming me with open arms.
Here, our weapons and keycard are in the back.
Hudson.
Hold on. Make it quick. I'm busy. Indeed it did. Our insider delivered in a big way.
Yes, this was the bunker entrance you described in the report.
Okay, so what did you guys think? I think the footage and the audio, everything looks good. Sounds good, looks good, but you see, I try my darndest to remember to reset my computer before I go live every time. And I keep this unplugged until I'm ready to stream. So as far as overheating or nothing on my PC or the capture card, there shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. However, there was a couple times that I lost the entire feed with this capture card. And I don't know what the heck went wrong. It wasn't even like hours into the stream. It was just like, I lost the feed. And it was kind of annoying, to say the least. Plus, to add insult to injury, the setup on this thing, it's not plug and play, people. At least it wasn't for me. It took me a little while to tinker around with it, to get the settings just right. It took me a little while to get it to where it needed to be. So I would highly suggest that you just don't go pick this up and think you're gonna be streaming in like 10 minutes after you get it inside your house. It's gonna take some time. And the last thing I'm gonna hammer this thing down on is the design. Well, since you got an input in one side and you got an output in the other side, it just would be so much nicer if both the input and output would be on the same side. So that way it sits nice and flush, at least in my setup. It may work in your setup, but for me, it just leaves this thing kind of dangling, if you know what I mean. But what do you guys think? This brand, ElGato, is a reputable brand. So am I hammering it too hard? Or do you guys agree with me in what I've had to say? Just let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. So if you're ready to buy or would like more information on the ElGato HD60 S, leave a comment down below or click the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to make sure you're in the loop for all things Handsome Gadgets. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up before you leave, as it definitely helps out the channel quite a bit. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram @HandsomeGadgets. Thank you and have a good one.